You know what I loved that we got to see over the weekend? In a violent nature. Let's get into this review. I feel like we all were digging on it for the most part here. I think this is my favorite horror movie of the year. I really loved what Chris Nash and team are doing here. Hell of a fucking feature debut.
I really did like it too a lot. One of the issues with it though is I watched it really late at night, and it's a slow movie, and I love slow movies. I wish I had watched it in the afternoon because then I could have really dug into it because I was getting a little sleepy at certain parts. But I do love the nature footage, the hiking around with him.
On our Letterboxd reviews, star rating, I think I liked it the least, and I think just I really, I mean, I did amazing kills, beautiful photography. I think even the characters are fun. You know what I mean? The dead meats as they are. I mean, like they're stock characters. That's how that works. It's weirdly slavish to its premise of we're going to be really close to this guy to the point where I feel like I'm playing a video game for a while. That 3/4 back angle that we just have,
I can see that.
and I'm like, all right, let's just can I make him run? Like, you know what I mean? We're like, if I press X twice, can I make him run? It has this interesting premise and it explores it as much as it wants to. And I think that I could have liked either more or less of that exploration.
It's, I think, the opposite of most the problem most of the time. There's not enough story here. Like there's you get just enough of it, and I think as an idea, it's fantastic. And like a lot of people were going on about like it looks like Terrence Malick or it looks like slow cinema.
The Terrence Malick one was me, but thanks for.
I don't think it's a good way of thinking about this because Nash is not trying to get you inside the world in that way. Like he cuts a lot when that guy's walking. There's a lot of these quick cuts through time. Malick would never, not on his life, would he ever do that shit.
You know, it was reminding me a little bit of Dead Man, Jim Jarmusch, and the slowness of that anti-Western.
And what it does, and what is the interesting idea, is like there's that scene when the beast has the little car and the key. Remember?
Yes.
Yeah.
Scenes like that are to me what is really hitting about this movie is like I genuinely did feel like the monster was the good guy. Like he seems more natural to the environment than the kids do, and the teenagers do. And like if you play that up and make like the teenagers really maddening and like annoying as hell, then this might work. The satisfaction element might have been there. The story might have been
there. Sorry, you didn't find the dead meats in this movie to be maddening and annoying as hell? Holy fuck, dude. I was pulling my hair out with these people.
What I wanted was I kind of wanted to know a little bit about what was going on in that house. And like you get like bits of it here and there. But like if I would have liked to have seen more of that.
But that's the thing is that's the movie. You can't go in the house. But then at the end, you sort of do go in the house. And it's like, what do we do? You know what I mean?
Like, you go in the house at the end because in these movies, that's where those two storylines always converge. So there's no way, of course that's going to happen. That's inevitable. But what you're doing is spending some time on the other side of the ball for the, 90% of the movie. So when it converges like that, I think, because it has to. That's how you conclude the movie. I will say, this is the first time in a long time, I feel like, we're all watching a horror movie where you can just say to somebody, there's a moment in this movie, and you'll know it when you see it, and everybody's talking about the same thing.
Yeah. Yep.
There is a kill in this movie. Holy God.
The kills are great. The kills are absolutely great.
See this in theaters or, like we said, limited release, more theaters than the Daisy Ridley movie. See it, in a theater if you can, but if you have to watch it when it comes to Shudder later this year, either make sure you have a really good sound system and you're fine with cranking it, or wear it with headphones. The sound design in this movie is so crucial, I feel, to the overall success of the viewing experience.
IFC also had /Shudder had Late Night with the Devil, right?
Yes.
Great year for them.
Hell yeah, dude. As far as like just interesting turns, like, boy, it felt, even though, yeah, it's like it's a Jason inspired movie or whatever you want to say, it felt different. And boy, just, I know it's a fucking low bar, but watching something that feels just slightly different like this and Late Night with the Devil, I welcome it.
Yeah, I can't wait to rewatch this as well. I think it will really grow on me over time.
I want to give it a second spin as well. It was a little bit late for me, even though the kills did wake me the fuck up because you're like, holy shit.
I was realizing at some point, my mouth kept going dry. I kept needing to like grab a glass of water because I was watching this shit, like just my jaw just draped open for minutes on end, watching this oftentimes, gory and brutal violence that's also very fucking funny.
My jaw was dropped too because I was like, can they show that many trees? Really? That's another one. That's another tree. I love the nature stuff. And I love the title, In a Violent Nature. It's you bought a ticket for nature.
I will say this movie the noise of him walking is exactly the noise of you yourself walking through the woods if you're camping and you have to take a piss. Like, so the next time I go camping, I know for sure I'm gonna be like, I'm walking around. I'm the guy from In the Violent Nature. I know it's gonna happen.